The only issue that we were thinking, because now that damper's in deep enough where we can get it registered, right? Now, obviously, it's not going anywhere, right?
Okay, how is it fastened in there then?
It's not. We didn't fasten any because we didn't
No,
know.
that's fine, just asking.
We didn't know what we were how it was gonna go or what was
Because
gonna play
this is
out.
different than
Okay.
the applications I've done in like
Yeah,
commercial
so-
buildings.
So we
Okay.
just left everything loose until we figure out what's going on.
Okay.
And then we can, move forward from there.
Okay.
Right? So basically what we were thinking is, because they're sitting in there and they're free loose, if we just fire silicone to here,
Like fire caulking?
fire caulking, and seal
good?
that in there,
No,
right?
no, absolutely not. And if you want to, basically, it's the fire damper manufacturer's guidelines that the
Mhm.
code goes by.
That's what Tom was saying
Yeah.
too, yeah.
So you need, and because if you've got, like, let's just say for argument's sake, this was a steel stud wall. You got drywall, so you'd have framing on both sides, all four sides of the fire damper, right? Being that the steel studs are non-combustible, you bring your drywall up to it, you put the damper sleeve in, you've got a half-inch gap. You add at least half an inch,
Right.
so the damper can float, and your angle frames on both sides keep that in the plane of the fire separation.
That's how I've done every commercial building I've done.
Exactly like that.
Right.
Okay,
But
so-
this
so it
was,
floats.
we looked at it going, well, I can't really do that here. I don't have the space.
Well, but
So,
if you want it to meet the requirements, not only because do you need to have that space, you need to line that opening with drywall, because you're not protecting the wood framing underneath it, and that's right out of their guidelines.
Yeah,
So
like-
not only do you need a 4x10 opening plus one, so you'd need a 5x11 opening. That 5x11 opening needs to be lined with drywall.
and then your
And
16
then your
gauge sleeve,
sleeve
so
goes
you're
in.
doing more than 5x11.
Well,
You're cutting a
basically,
5
yeah.
and a quarter by 11 and a quarter.
Exactly.
So
So
that's 16
you've
gauge.
got. So that's this is one of the bears with this type of thing. And as a sheet metal guy, a lot of the contractors, what they're doing is simply, okay, we've got to come through this. We've got to get to the second floor. Let's bring 2 trunk ducts right up through, 2 fire dampers. Once we get above the fire separation, branch it out, put just regular bulkheads in, and then we've got 2 fire dampers to deal with. In this case, every single one of these has to have a lined opening, has to have a damper sleeve, has to have an angle frame top and bottom.
Where would you put 2 riser trunks in this place?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
This is
This is the
the
issue.
bear.
Well, I know that's why we want to talk to you, because you
Yeah,
can see what
no.
we're looking at. We're going, like, what's the best way to do this?
Well, yeah, and again, it's the damper manufacturers that dictate this.
Yeah.
So what it does is, if you don't put it in right, and they say you can't put anything around the damper, around the sleeve, like they call it the annular space, the area around the damper sleeve. You can't pack it with rock seal, you can't put caulking, you can't put fire caulk. It has to be loose fitting. In the case of, if there's a fire, it's going to heat up, it may torque, it may go out of a line, and it won't work, which in that case,
I
if
see.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
installed, it waives their warranty.
Right.
So this is why these things are such a bear, because now the code says it's okay, you can put a furnace in and have it serve 2 suites with the addition of a duct smoke detector.
Yeah.
But that's only on Renos. On a Part 11, it relaxes the code for the requirement of fire dampers simply by adding a duct smoke detector.
Right.
This is a whole new system.
And it's
So
a
now
whole
we-
new system because new ducts were run, correct?
Exactly, yeah. If this
Or
was a-
because it's an accessory dwelling unit.
if it was an existing system
Yeah.
and you're modifying, like a lot of people take their basement and they turn it into
You
a
wouldn't
suite.
have passed this furnace.
It's fine. No, I know. I had one about 6 months ago, and the guy says, "Put the duct on the smoke detector on the furnace," and the furnace is from the late '70s, early '80s.
That's what this was, yeah.
I mean, the whole cabinet in front of where the heat exchanger was rotted through. I took my finger and pushed right in. And he says, "Oh, the guy serviced the furnace," and I'm looking, and there's literally a 1/4 inch of rust
Yeah.
sitting
Build
on the
up.
burners. He wired the duct smoke detector to the return air plenum and ran it to the panel. So it's blinking and you hit it, all it does is turn the detector on and off. It has nothing to do with the controls on the furnace, right? So anyway,
That's 75 Queenston.
hey,
75 Queenston.
was it?
You know, we installed the new furnace because they had the issue. And then I was told the electrician was going to take all the wiring. I just mounted the